Hello everyone, Stave000 here, and today I'm playing some Shadowrun. And Shadowrun is an older multiplayer game, released back in May of 2007, and thankfully it still has a fairly strong community for its age. I got this game yesterday, which was January 12th, 2011, if you're wondering. And Shadowrun, if I had to choose my favorite multiplayer game of all time, I would definitely have to choose Shadowrun, because it is a fantastic game, and I have played this game on and off since I got it back when it was released. So for the past 3.5 years, yeah, I guess 3.5 years or so, I've played it on and off, and I've got a good amount of the achievements for it, and no, it's just a fun game. So for those of you that have never played it, I'll kind of explain what's going on. And Shadowrun is a multiplayer only game, and it's on a class-based system, and there are 4 races which count as the classes: the elves, the trolls, the humans, and the dwarves, and each have their special abilities. In this game I'm playing as an elf, so I'll explain a little bit. The elves are faster than all the other races. Obviously not as fast as the video sees, because the video is sped up in many points because the games last a long time in Shadowrun. But yeah, elves are faster than the other races. They have more, not the most amount of magic, but more magic than most of the other races, and the magic is on the bottom left corner. And they also regenerate health over time, and they're the only race that can regenerate health over time. The other races have to regenerate health on what's called the Tree of Life, which we'll probably see some in the later games, or later rounds. They're large trees. There's one, I just ran past it. Large trees that glow. But anyway, how the game works, it's on a money system, where you start the game with 2,000 credits, and you can purchase anything you want: weapons, magic, tech, or you can also give money to your teammates. And we'll see in a second, every round you get more money. So the first round I bought a magic, which I mapped to my left trigger, which those are on the top, and I got resurrect, which, as the name sounds, it allows me to resurrect my teammates. In this round I bought a glider, which I mapped to the right bumper on the top right, which is also what it sounds like. See, using it there, it allows you to jump higher by gliding, and it allows you to save from fall damage. So this is what I like to use when I start as an elf, because I like the glider because it helps you, especially in the early rounds, to get away if you're hurting. And then usually the next round, where I have enough money, I'll get teleport, which I believe I will be getting next round. So then I can easily get away from encounters if I'm having troubles, which is very helpful for an elf, because I can just run away and regain all my health. I also like it because it lets me to get around the map extremely quickly, so I can res my teammates like I did there. Pick up a nice kill there. And here I picked up somebody else's rifle. I'm not big fan of the rifle, but there are plenty of others. Died there. And now, before I talk about the more spells, what you'll see happening here is that person has, when your person that resurrects you, if they die, you're bleeding out, which means that your health slowly goes down until you die, and it constantly goes down. So your life, if you're resurrected, is tied to the life of the person that resurrected you. So that's a very interesting mechanic that they added to this game, and it keeps things interesting, makes it unique from other games. It adds more strategy, because you don't want to just run over and resurrect somebody if you know you're going to die right away, because that person's not going to live very long. But yeah, so I picked up teleport here, and I mapped it to the left bumper on the top left there. And me and this guy have a teleport battle, and he ends up getting away. Some of the other, there's other types of magic that we'll see one later, which is called Gust, which allows you to shoot pretty much an air beam, which can push back other enemies and also kill enemies who are automatically kill enemies who are using smoke. Which what smoke is it turns you into, you look like a ghost for a while and you're invulnerable to all attacks except Gust. There's also one called Strangle, which are like spikes that come out of the ground and they steal the magic from anybody that is walking on top of them. Those are the big ones that are mainly used. There could be other ones too. I'll have to look when we get in the money screen again. And also there are tech, such as the glider, and the tech takes some of your essence. As you can see, my magic on the bottom there. The top two I can't use anymore, top two circles, because I'm using the glider. So if you use tech, you have a couple essence slots that you're not allowed to use. Which is bad for elves because the regeneration ability is tied to the magic, so if you have no magic you can't regenerate your health, so you can't use too much tech. Other tech, there's one that allows you to see through walls, one that makes you run faster but takes some of your health. Let's see, the Tree of Life is, and then there's another magic ability, and the other one is Summon, where you can summon a monster to fight for you. There's also a tech that increases your aiming, makes you more accurate, and prevents you from hurting your teammates from friendly fire. Oh, here we get some server problems. That is one big fault with this game, is the servers have a lot of issues, and it's probably because, the company closed down right after they made this game, so there will never be a second one. But one of the people who worked on this game actually worked on the multiplayer for Halo Reach, which is pretty sweet. Anyway, so that's a pretty quick overview of the tech and magic, as I kill a dwarf, and I get betrayed by my teammate, but he comes and reses me quick, so it's alright. Pick up that shotgun. So now I'll talk a little bit about the objective of this game mode. And this game mode is called Raid. And so what happens is that the blue team, or the RNA, spawns on the top, as you have seen, and the lineage, or the red guys, spawn on the bottom. And in the middle, where that skull is the artifact, which the artifact is like the flag. And we kill each other to end that round. And so the objective of the RNA is to stop the other team from capturing the flag or the artifact, and the objective of the lineage is to capture the artifact. So it's essentially a capture the flag, defend and attack kind of game. There are two other game modes. One is called Attrition, which is like a team death match pretty much, where if you pick up the artifact, there's always an artifact, but if you pick it up it'll show you where all the enemies are on the map. And the other one is Extraction, which is capture the flag, where both teams can capture the artifact. Another interesting mechanic of this game, as you see me starting to do there, is destroying bodies. And now what you can do is, after you kill someone, you can destroy their body on the ground, which prevents them from being resurrected later. So any good team that has a good strategy and wants to win will often destroy as many bodies as they can, because that'll put you as a great advantage if the enemy cannot resurrect their teammates. See, I helped this troll clear up some bodies right there. And the bodies, how long it takes to destroy a body, or how many bullets it takes, depends on what the outcome of the game, because different things such as money, amounts, and how long it takes to destroy a body are tied to whether how much your team is losing by. So if your team is losing by a lot, it takes longer to destroy bodies and you get more money to kind of give you an advantage. And the game goes till one team wins 6 rounds, And so there's a lot of comebacks because teams will have an advantage in the later rounds, where in the beginning maybe one team was good with pistols and one wasn't, so the dynamic of the game really changes in the later rounds, which keeps it all interesting. And even if though the games last a very, very long time, or as I betray my teammate that betrayed me before, but I razed him right up. So the games last a really long time, but every round is different. And we do not get to win all 6 rounds, as you can probably tell by the time of this video, because the host quits, which ends the game. So I hope to be posting more Shadowrun soon, and stay tuned.